Hello, happy Sunday. Sorry I'm a tiny bit late. I hope that you are all having a wonderful weekend. We are continuing on with the Unplayed series, continuing with this Pride Hum bundle that I just bought in June. This one is a visual novel called Harmony, The Fall of Reverie. Like many of these others, has mature content, blah blah blah, language, whatever. We're gonna start a new game. Oh, it was her phone vibrating, got it. Did she just throw her phone in the trash? Alright, we got a little bit of a cyberpunk future. Doesn't look too far removed from our current, though. Welcome back, Polly. Saw a mysterious something disappear. Now we are in the old workshop. Everything looks the same, but feels so different. I dropped my bag in my old room. It's been 10 years since I moved out of this place. 5 since the last time I managed to come back for the holidays. When I was young, this island felt so small, but now I'm realizing I was wrong about that. It's not small, it's just that I was growing up. I had my own ideas, needed some time away, alone. Back then, it felt like all the space here was meant for other, more important people. And by people, I mean my mother, Ursula. She's always been so purposeful, so dedicated, so focused, she casts a long shadow. The Naiads. Now I find myself stepping back into the place where we lived together for so many years, the Naiads. A big residence open to all, filled with artists and creatives. The backbone of Alma, the surrounding neighborhood. At least it was. With Ursula gone missing, the place feels empty now, almost abandoned, so her mom's missing. I decide to go straight to my mother's room, to the heart of the problem. Everything looks familiar, and everything feels strange. It kind of looks like a reclaimed pool, like swimming pool, like public swimming pool, which the Naiads would then make sense, because that's, like, water nymphs. I hear a sound, and some instinct freezes me in place. Nobody's home. The noise emerges from somewhere inside my mother's room. A heartbeat and a gentle pearl-like rattling. A soothing sound. A call. A name, whispered, chanted. I feel compelled to open the door and... Cutscene. Magical object. Isekai time? nexus. Where am I? The world around me, I've never seen anything like it. An endless panorama, a limitless horizon, my head spins. And there, looking at me like I'm an old friend, is a girl. She seems surprised, as if my presence was a shock to her.
Didn't see you there. Take your time, Sprout. It's not every day you wake up in a new dimension.
My ears are ringing, head swimming. I feel like I'm in the strangest dream ever, but I take a breath and focus.
There you go. You'll get the hang of it in no time.
Who is this person? She puts down the game console she was playing with and rushes over to me.
So, I guess we've got a lot to discuss.
Who are you? I'm Polly.
Actually, you're Harmony for us over here.
She seems to be looking at my clothes and... What happened? Why am I dressed like a priestess? Breathe, I need to breathe.
I'm Bliss. This world is Reverie. And it's in big trouble.
What?
Both my world and yours are on the brink of collapse. Not pillaged and plundered by an invading army or something cool like that. No, this is ugly. Bad news. Collapsing from within, you know?
Wait, slow down, please. I was just in my mother's room, and I picked up this necklace, and...
See this?
The girl points to an object floating in the middle of the platform. An orb. Sort of looks like a heart, wreathed in blue flames. It's radiating a powerful surge of emotions. How do I know this?
Don't look at it for too long, Sprout. It'll bum you out.
It's... incredible.
And yet, it's fragile. More than it has ever been.
I take a few steps toward it. Waves of comforting warmth and aching cold wash over me. Sensations of solitude and togetherness, emptiness and excess. I'm on the verge of tears, gripped by a sense of helpless sorrow beyond my control.
I know who you are. And I know you have to touch the heart of Reverie.
The heart.
Touch it! Touch it and see the future!
I comply. My fingers seem to go right through the surface. It's neither cold nor hot, softly rough. I feel a slight shock, almost imperceptible.
You're connected to Reverie now. You'll be able to travel between our world and yours.
What do you mean, travel? I have so many questions.
Looks like you're searching for your mother. This'll point you in the right direction. Introducing the Augural. An amazing tool you can use to strategize and plan out the future.
How do I use it?
The girl takes a sip of her drink and a few seconds to reply. Is this simply theatrics, or is she figuring out the best way to explain?
See for yourself, Sprout.
Welcome to Harmony. This tutorial will give you all the knowledge you need to explore the story. The future is visible to you in the form of interconnected nodes. Each node contains a fragment of story that you can choose to unveil. Close this tutorial and use left click on the first node to select it. When a node is selected, information about its fragment of story appears on the right side of your screen. Use this information to plan your journey through the story. Close this tutorial and use the click again on the node to see the fragment it contains. What happened?
The
What the hell
Augural
just
allows you
happened?
to see the future. That's this board, you know? Before today, time was linear for you. From now on, well, it dances to your tune.
It's incredible. How? How come I can do that?
I'm an aspiration. Me and my friends need a heart to exist. But our heart is weak. And you're special, Sprout. You can help us. You can save us all.
Bliss attempts a smile, but it looks forced, perhaps because I look so confused. For a moment, the words mean nothing to me. But why me, and why was the necklace in my mother's room? Could this Augural be the key to finding my
Let's
mother?
start with something easy. Truth or dare?
Truth or dare? Is she serious? The light in her eyes tells me so. She is serious. Branchings. The question symbol means that only one of the next two nodes can be played. The other one will be blocked forever. Choose which part of the story you want to see unfold. We always go truth. I wonder how you can play this game with some kind of immortal child, but I accept.
Tell me about your mum. Do you like her?
Words are spilling out of my mouth uncontrollably.
Things are difficult between us.
Good. You made a choice. And now, what we're experiencing is unique and special.
All at once I feel ashamed. What was I thinking to open up to this unknown entity so much and so
Don't
suddenly?
worry about that.
Hang on, can she hear my thoughts? She needs to stop.
I'm trying, but I can't help catching some of them. Like listening to a foreign lingo you half know. But go on. Tell me about your mother.
Takes me a couple seconds to refocus.
You make it sound so clinical. It's just that I never knew her. I mean,
I can feel Bliss's presence in my head retreating, being pushed back. I can actually keep her out of my thoughts if I concentrate hard enough. So
she's always been there, pushing me, picking me up after failures and mistakes. But who she really is, deep down, as a person, I have no clue.
We're suddenly back at the Naiads. If not for the familiar surroundings, I might not have noticed the shift.
What the?
Is this your room? Nice.
Oh, you're here?
Well, sort of. I'm really still in Reverie, but with a bit of effort, we aspirations can push ourselves into brittle. And as you shifted yourself back here, I thought I'd come with.
I did?
Don't worry about it. Those new powers of yours will take a bit of getting used to. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, your mum.
Pardon? My finger traces circles on the desk. A mandala of dust.
Would you say she was distant?
Always. She kept me at bay. Refused to let me into her world. She wanted me to become this great artist, and instead I went into medical research. She was always there, always present, but never close. Does that make sense?
Why am I asking? My stomach hurts. Why am I hurting myself?
She never even cried. When Dad left, she simply closed that book and opened another one.
My fingers paint an infinite spiral again and again. It feels soothing, like I'm making a bridge to connect two different drawings. And we're suddenly and brutally back in the other world.
What's going on?
Don't ask me. You're the one who brought us here. Traveling between worlds like it's nothing is... well, shows what amazing powers you have.
I smile. The futures are slowly unfolding. Polly can catch a glimpse of the future, but entire parts of it sometimes remain hidden from her. Nodes with a closed eye symbol will hide all of the nodes behind them. Hidden nodes cannot be interacted with. They conceal all information about the fragment they contain. You'll need to progress through the augural until you reach this node to reveal it and see beyond it. On the augural, you use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. I can use the right click to move the camera. Yeah, that seems okay. Can't see anything there. I can feel someone else is coming. Dang, this is weird. I open my eyes again. The two paths have merged into one.
What do you see? What do you feel?
I sense a new being. A new force. It's getting closer.
That, I believe, would be me.
A tall silhouette comes into focus before my eyes, surrounded by an electric blue fish dancing in the air. I knew Bliss was tiny, but now she looks positively minuscule.
I am power. An aspiration like our minuscule Bliss over there.
He reads my mind too. I'm gonna have to work harder to keep them out of my
No
head.
offense, Bliss.
None taken. I I'd prefer the term fun-sized.
A little laugh slips out of me. Suddenly, this whole situation feels absurdly mundane, as though I've always been a part of this.
You must be Harmony.
Harmony, what a name. Am I one of them? I have opened the Codex for the first time. Harmony is the link between Reverie and Brittle. This oracle is chosen to walk a special path. Each age, a single Harmony is born, bringing hope of change to our realm. Harmony is tasked with maintaining a balance between the two worlds. They ensure that egregore flows to Reverie and helps us aspirations extend our influence over Brittle, infusing more dreams into humans' minds. Maintaining this cycle is of the utmost importance. Isn't it utmost? Is it utmost or utmost? Gonna Google it. Okay, so upmost is a word, but it's probably the wrong word. Utmost, with a T, means greatest, highest, as in utmost importance, or utmost respect. Upmost is a less common synonym of uppermost, meaning at the top, or highest in position, as in upmost layer. Though the words are similar and can overlap in meaning, upmost is an error when used to mean greatest. Use utmost instead. But because it's a word, their spell checker did not catch it, and here we are. Aspirations. The aspirations are incarnations of humanity's yearnings, desires, and intelligence. We immortal beings have watched humankind from afar, only able to intervene through dreams and inspiration. We exist in this world, though we may be few, we are united. From time to time, we choose a new heart, a leader, a guide, and occasionally a despot. Our voices travel to Brittle, where we shape destinies. It has been so since the dawn of humanity, and will always be so. Brittle, the material world where humankind lives. Humanity's actions produce egregore, the liquid vital to our existence. Brittle is the world of matter, time, dimensions, and gravity. However, despite its limits, Brittle is also a land of movement and energy. Guided by the right hand, it can produce great things. We can visit it, but we can't be seen there. And then Reverie is an intangible realm where ideas and concepts become real, our home independent of time and space. Reverie has always been, but its existence is tenuous and depends on Brittle. Without Brittle's physicality, dreams would shatter and hopes would wither. All of Reverie gravitates around the heart, a pulsating orb made of the texture of dreams. Our relationship with Brittle is symbiotic. Our lives are connected. Aspirations. Bliss, the incarnation of primal dreams in childhood. Bliss embodies the need for joy and protection. An eternally innocent child, Bliss is one of the oldest aspirations. Born from the earliest dreams of humankind, Bliss always needs more. More love, more laughter, more comfort, more security. She despises any form of hierarchy and has barely contributed to Reverie's development. Her fears can sometimes overwhelm her and cause disasters, like the huge earthquake that divided Reverie's realms. Power. The mighty aspiration of willpower, leadership, and strength protects Reverie at all costs. The mighty sovereign yearns for structure and conquest and is among Reverie's most influential aspirations. Power has helped create lands in Reverie's infinity, building bridges and boundaries over its endless ebb of ideas. He values action over words and prides himself on being the most trustworthy of the aspirations. From the very beginning, he has fought the void surrounding dreams to expand Reverie's domain and has fought back many nightmares to protect it. Society. Atina is the oldest inhabited city of the Mediterranean Sea. It is now one of the most technologically advanced city-states in southern Europe. Located at the crossroads of many influential civilizations, Atina was always destined for greatness. Thanks to monoconcern, and despite concern for bulky citizens, the island has been ushered into the 21st century. With safer streets, new buildings, cheaper access to technology, and lower taxes, Atina is now a trailblazer among European capitals. The Naiads. Built in 1924 on a former Oxian site, the Naiads was once Alma's only public pool, called it. With a structure loosely based on Oxyan architecture, the Naiads was also meant to highlight Atena's cultural heritage. One of Alma's thriving gathering places, the Naiads was forced to shut down in the 80s when city council fell into financial ruin. It remained empty for a decade until a successful local poetess and other community members managed to buy it back from the city. They transformed it into a multi-unit building, welcoming all kinds of artists. Alright. Harmony, what a name. Am I one of
You
them?
have seen how weak our heart is. It won't last long. Great changes would come to pass. You might even call them cataclysmic.
The ground beneath me suddenly feels shaky, unstable.
What can I do? I'm just looking for my mother. I didn't ask for any of this.
You now know that chance does not exist. The futures laid out before you will force your hand. They will require you to make choices. Choices that are ruthless, difficult, even painful. Choose wisely, follow your objective, and your diligence will be rewarded with a valuable resource.
Knew I forgot something. There's this energy called egregor, right? It's basically how we exist in your world. It kind of tastes like, you know that blue soda?
Egregor is rare and powerful. It is not to be drunk. Some choices you make will generate egregor and bind us together. Use it wisely.
What? What are you expecting from me?
The aspirations meet my doubts with a knowing look. I don't like that they can see my thoughts, read my intentions.
You got it. I can tell because your mind's gone all hard. Difficult to hear.
Looks like I'm getting better at pushing them away from what's in my head.
We have much more to tell you, but a good leader knows what to reveal and what to leave unsaid. For now, of course.
The two aspirations look at each other. Something is shared in their glance, an emotion, a memory, but I don't know what it is. I'll need to find out by myself.
The key is your mother, Harmony.
Her disappearance must be linked with what happened here.
A pause. They glance at each other.
Some of our number are lost, scattered.
And we work better if we're a team.
How many of them are there?
But that's for later. Right now, the priority is your mother.
Exactly.
We must find her. Or else...
Your heart will get weaker?
The look in their eyes tells me I'm right.
Find your mother. Explore the futures.
I nod. The view from up here is stunning. My head feels heavy. So much has been dropped on me. So much. I need to close my eyes. A new objective node has been revealed. Objective nodes are marked by a ray of light shining from their center. Try to reach them to progress through the story. Use Tab to open the notifications panel and see the new objective node. Egregor is the texture of dreams, energy that flows freely between worlds. At the very beginning were the four elements, still and separate. They needed Egregor to come together and merge. This luminous substance holds an infinite amount of possibilities. It is both everything and nothing at the same time, invisible to the human eye. Egregor requires you to see past what is and see what could be, but be warned, Egregor is a powerful elixir that is lethal in large quantities. The Nexus is a place that belongs to all of us, where our heart beats, pumping life into dreams. It's a neutral ground where we aspirations gather to discuss important matters. Heart of Reverie was once kept in the chosen aspiration sanctuary, sparking much tension among us. Truth and Bond worked to create this neutral space to hold the heart and come together, since sanctuaries are private and only open to those the owner allows inside. So it seems like they do have some politics, objectives, a long road ahead. That's as far as you can see, Sprout. You'll need to give one of us Egregor to get here. Okay. Kind of home. Consequences, gain 1 bliss crystal. Or Nora. I don't even know who Nora is. So I'm back on Earth. Was all of that real? can tell right away I'm not in Reverie anymore. Sun over Atina's hot and dry. I stretch out my arms, feeling the muscles there resisting. A minute. I just need a minute to think this through. Came here to find my mother, discovered a necklace that transported me far away. And now I'm able to instantly travel between worlds and talk to gods?
Is that it?
That wasn't a dream. All my studies into the human mind, all my research, I've never heard of anything like this. It wasn't a seizure or hallucination. This was all the legends and tales my mother wrote about in her poetry, all the stories she told me as a kid. And invisible worlds opened up in front of me with the augural. I need to act. I need to embrace this. Embrace the insanity! These 2 nodes are blocked by a barrier. Barriers block access to certain nodes until they are removed. It seems crystals are required to unlock either of those 2 nodes. The, thingy symbols show that you need a bliss or power crystal to progress through the story. Crystals can be gained as you progress through the augural. Here are the crystals you seek. Do you see the symbols of the upper part of the 2 nodes? Yes. Progress through the augural and play one of them to gain a crystal and break the corresponding barrier, but then how do I go backwards? Can I go backwards in time? Crystals can materialize in different forms depending on which aspiration they are bound to. I walk back inside. My head still swirling with words, names, predictions. And then, Nora. I can hear her footsteps outside the room. Knowing her, she's about to barge in. Rub my eyes and run my hands through my hair, trying to wake from reverie. I can feel tears in my eyes, a sweet taste in my mouth, static electricity grazing my shoulders and arms.
Polly! You're here! Nora! Come here!
She crosses the room and we hug. It's the first human contact I've had in months. Damn. She feels so good, so warm and familiar.
How are you?
Good! I mean, fine, considering what's going on.
It's okay. We'll find her. I know we will.
So much has happened.
Tell me.
Hold on, I need some coffee. It's keeping my brain from rotting.
She drinks coffee now. She's definitely older. A young woman. They really like, what's it called? Oxymoronic description. In the kitchen, Nora makes us both coffee and launches into, well, about 8 different stories at once, all tangled together. She hasn't changed, always carrying an entire world of plots and characters and charming adventures with her. A Nora-verse of energy.
And yeah, Grandpa's gone through all 5 stages of grief, though for a while I thought he was stuck on denial.
I smile, she hands over a huge mug filled to the brim with caffeine.
Nothing beats a really cheap, super strong coffee.
Can she see you?
Oh, no. No, you're fine. Just don't start talking to yourself. Weirds people out.
I'm so sorry. I'm talking so much. Can't believe it's the first time you've been back in years.
Yeah. It's... you know.
Oh, I know. Things were difficult with Ursula.
It doesn't feel good to admit my mother always showed more love and affection to Nora than me. I'm not jealous. Nora deserves love, but it's hard to stop thinking about the reasons behind it. Was I harder to love?
She'd been different lately. We had a fight before she went missing.
Ursula was upset with you.
Nora's always gone along well with my mother. I can't remember the last time they fought.
Have you heard about all the job openings at MK?
Nora wants to join MK? A few months ago, she was telling me how intrusive and problematic they
The
were.
city's getting more expensive by the minute, and the pay's good, and it's interesting work, I guess. Did I mention the pay? Because, Paul, we're barely getting by here. And there's this school I'd like to go to, a rather expensive school, but Ursula felt I was betraying myself, and we had a fight, and I had to sleep at a friend's place for a couple of days.
That bad?
I just needed some space, some air.
A shiver of static electricity is back, through my fingers, up my back. The necklace feels lighter around my throat.
I know MK isn't perfect, but I can't live here forever. No way I can move out without a job.
MK isn't perfect, but is not a sentence I thought I'd hear from Nora's
What
mouth.
do you think?
As I think about how to answer, I feel the weight of the decision. This is the kind of choice Bliss was talking about. Bliss, this is what she wants to hear, support, and not judgment. Power, she doesn't want to hear this, but it is for her own good. Nora, born June 9th, 2010, studied economics with a minor in arts, Her father, Laszlo Caesar, is her guardian and has raised her since her parents relinquished custody. Oh, we had a bunch of missed calls from Laszlo. Failed first several years of college, approached a fashion school on the continent for their international class, legal name changed at age 18, seeing a speech therapist, contacted for monoconcern health experiments. This is one of those games you've been on the fence about trying, says Devils. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Polly, born in 1998. So she's 12 years older than Nora. Graduated with a degree in programming, moved abroad to work in biotech as a data analyst. Daughter of Ursula Beauclair and Marco Ricci, raised by Miss Beauclair. Seldom returns to Atina since leaving 10 years ago. Nothing of interest to report. Monoconcern started as a humble piping company in the early 20th century. 1 century later has grown from a water supply company to become the biggest company on Atina. Monoconcern, MK, now specializes in new technologies and offers a wider range of services. Trivids, drone deliveries, Medicaid, and much more. Job opportunities abound in a variety of areas, providing roughly half of Atina's population with a steady income and the promise of a brighter future. Okay, so they're like Amazon. Devils, that is exactly how I feel. It looks good graphically, but not too sure about the story. Seeing born in 2010 and 18 years old is making you feel old. Well, you know, this is a little bit in the future, right? I feel like they heavily invested in the visuals, the voice acting, and maybe even the lore. But so far, the characters, I've been playing this for about half an hour, so far the characters have not been very interesting. But I think that's because our protagonist is a blank slate protagonist, seemingly. And in the first half an hour here, like in the tutorial, whatever, I was mainly interacting with the aspirations, who are kind of one-dimensional because of course they are. Nora, I feel like, is the first actual person that I've met, but we haven't talked to her a whole lot. So, yeah. Do I want to say, support her decision on MK, or she doesn't want to hear this? I think we want to support her decision. You know, there is no ethical consumption or production under capitalism. I think this is where we gotta go. Get that money, honey. As I open my mouth, I can feel Bliss's sparkling energy at my side.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I can feel it.
But what if I'm just telling her what she wants to hear, so I don't make her feel bad? To avoid saying something uncomfortable?
Everybody wants support for their accomplishments or their mistakes.
The words lift a weight off me. Bliss is right. It's not my place to pass judgment, is it? I smile at Nora.
Money, responsibility, a chance for a fresh start. Maybe you should take it.
Seems like everyone hates MK except the people who work there. So maybe I'm missing something. And if I took a job there, I'd find out what. It's been hard. Laszlo and Ursula have always helped me out, but I want my own home now, my own life.
I smile, projecting warm affection and reassurance.
Oh, my goodness, I need another hug.
I nod and smile. She jumps forward
I
into my
missed
arms.
you so much. You're always so supportive, so calm, so sure of yourself.
Nora can't see my face. She is missing the clouds of doubt passing before my eyes. Me? Sure of myself? That's probably the energy I've learned to give off. Inside me, though, inside, my world is upside down.
This feels good.
It does.
Nora squeezes
I'm
harder.
sorry I didn't visit.
I squeeze
I
back.
was busy and I wanted to keep everything from here at a distance. A plant like me. well, it needs water and sunshine and distance from its parents.
Nora lets out a laugh. It's round and booming. That's the laugh I remember. Then she releases me. We're both recharged, both
Come
at
on.
peace.
I guess we should find Laszlo.
I could do with a drink.
And maybe passing out and forgetting about the necklace and those two weird... I stop the thought before it expands beyond my control. Family first. Because that's why I'm here, isn't it? Family? I just collected my first crystal. Crystals collected during a chapter are not kept when you move to the next one. The barrier is fallen. I can now reach the objective node. Let the pajama party begin. Bliss's unbreakable egg. When I return to my senses, I'm no longer on Atina. There's a warm blanket around my body, a soft whisper in my ear, and then a playful voice.
Finally! There you are! What you did back there, that was nice of you. Real nice.
I feel like I do not understand the frickin' map. Because on the one hand, it seems like it has the branches for making a choice, but on the other hand, I just jumped over sideways as like representing a parallel world? I don't know. The desert wind fans out my hair in front of my face. It's surprisingly sweet, almost invigorating. The aspiration behind me points to the building in the distance. Faint electronic music seems to radiate from the colorful walls.
Your place?
My crib. Yeah!
The world of Bliss lies under a protective shell. Only in this untouched space can she retain her innocence and joy, or so she says. The egg first appeared within the void, within the first ages of Reverie, a shelter from the storm of raw nightmares of old. Bliss was born from there, from the first dream of Hearth. With the help of the first oracle, Bliss expanded the egg significantly since then, adding more and more gadgets inside and protective devices outside. Inside, it's warmer, cozy, but loud, blaring with chimes and chiptunes and peppy high-energy music.
Pull up a beanbag. Drink?
Do you drink? Or eat?
Do I need to? Nah. Do I want to? Course. Tasty's tasty.
I have to stay focused. Every time I look around me, this world seems completely
Are
implausible.
you real? Or...
Us lot, aspirations. We're the proof that you lot, humans, exist.
the proof we exist?
Yeah. You exist, so we exist. And if we exist, then...
Humans exist.
And that concludes our segment on philosophy.
Is what is known as a tautology.
Try not to think about it too much. I don't.
That's reassuring somehow. Even the gods of this place don't know how it works.
Listen, you just need to see the Augural as a board game.
The Augural is the map.
You've got your resources, your goals, your supporting characters. It's just a game. Chillax, enjoy, have fun with it.
Chillax? No, she's deflecting.
Earlier, you said that this was serious. There could be consequences.
Sure, but I don't like the word consequences. Too many vowels. Don't much like vowel either.
Is everything a game to you?
No, not everything.
The aspiration's mood shifts immediately. The room feels a little darker, a little less cheery.
The future isn't. The future is important, vital, and the future, our future, is in your hands.
The Augural.
Aspirations have been around since the dawn of humankind. We've guided you, and we've been guided by you.
We're connected.
More than connected. You exist because we exist. And the other way round as well. If we die, you die. And I don't want to die. No siree.
There's a break. A silence filled by the sound of Bliss's sanctuary. Enough for Bliss to wordlessly express she's talked enough.
Fine. I'll explore the future.
Yeah! And have fun with it. I'll be around, listening, chiming in. Unless I'm in the middle of a game, of course.
Of course.
Once outside, I pause for a moment, watching an immovable sun casting its light onto the bunker. And it hits me. Aspirations aren't good or bad, noble or evil. They are what they are. All of them. Representations of the fallible, malleable human psyche. Should I join forces with Bliss? Power? Another aspiration? It's up to me to decide. And here's our objective. So see, we were over here, and we got a crystal thing, and that made us go over here. But earlier, when we had a decision point, it was one of two options, and they just both happened to lead to the same thing because it was a tutorial. But, like, it's odd, right? A long road ahead. Whatever's brewing here, it's big. Bigger than my mother disappearing. I step closer to the heart of Reverie. Its blue flames don't seem to burn.
You still here?
They really, really like oxymoronic description. They've used it several times. I turn around. Bliss is standing right in front of me.
Didn't mean to scare you. Sorry.
There's more to it than she's ready to share. I can sense it.
This is a lot. Are you real? Is any of this real? Or am I having some sort of waking nightmare?
First, thanks. Nightmare indeed. Second, it's very real, Sprout.
I just need a minute.
It's okay. Really, we're really impressed by everything you've done so far. Soon, you'll be able to see even further.
How far ahead?
Depends on your choices, on who you side with, on what happens.
She's uncomfortable.
I can tell you don't exactly trust me, even if I can't read your mind anymore.
Be honest here.
You mentioned my mother. As soon as I stepped into all this, you knew. And you wanted me to find her. What's going on with her? Do you know Ursula?
Can aspirations breathe? Because if so, Bliss just took the biggest gulp of air ever.
Ursula was here before, in your shoes, in this place, wearing this necklace. And she tried to do everything you've been doing today, and...
She failed.
She wasn't the right person. Why? I can't tell you directly.
Huh. So Ursula was Harmony before me. For every mystery solved, 2 secrets are added.
Whatever happened, it broke us. It almost ruined Reverie. And we forgot. Our minds, our bodies were twisted and erased.
I turn away from Bliss. A minute. I just need a minute. Today's been a string of stolen minutes, wild concepts, shocking discoveries.
We need your help. And you need ours. There's an aspiration called truth. They know a lot. I mean, of course. If you could find a way to save them, it would mean the world to us. I know it's unfair to ask you to go out there without any more information.
It'll be okay. I understand the stakes. And I'll do my best.
I give her a tentative smile. I need to get back to Nora, meet with Laszlo, search for my mother, and then this truth. No time to lose. Gonna go and do the thing. Select a pass node to display an overview of its content. The game is saved automatically after each node is played. You can still restart a chapter from the start as long as it has not been completed. This option is available from the pause menu. I guess if you don't like what you did, I can restart chapter if I have regrets. But I don't think I have regrets. I think I'm ready to move on. This is the act overview. It appears when reaching the end of the chapter. An act is composed of several chapters, each having its own objectives. Act overview is a simplified version of all the chapters composing an act. This objective you have just This is the objective you have just completed. This is the objective you have just completed by helping Nora make a decision about her future. It is now part of your ongoing journey toward the main pivot points of the story, the outcomes. An outcome represents a conclusion of great events of the future. They are unlocked by the crystals you collect throughout the chapters. At the end of a chapter, all crystals you have collected are automatically transferred to the outcomes. Unlocking an outcome generally requires a large number of crystals. At the end of an act, you'll have to pick an outcome. On the augural, you can press a semicolon at any time to access the act overview. Do not hesitate to check it regularly and see your progress toward the outcome you are aiming for. Close this tutorial and click on this node to start the next chapter. So I did already start moving toward this one without even knowing it. A spark of joy. Your return should mean hope, joy, sadness is what's stopping this place from thriving. Or, this place needs a guiding hand, Harmony. Someone needs to show it the way. Have 13 bond or power crystals. Okay. Well, I think I just finished the tutorial, essentially. And I cannot see beyond these outcomes, so I guess we'll do chapter 2. Laszlo's expecting me, maybe more than anyone else is. Hold off for now. Ask Nora about Laszlo. Cheers and worries. Can't see beyond there. Can't see beyond there. I don't know if I'm just, like, not understanding this augural thing, but so far, it seems like a pretty useless interruption of story. The way normal visual novels would do this is they would present you the choice in 2 dialogue options, you know, like if you're on a traditional, like, Renpai or something, it'll be like, here's your choices in this text box. You can say blah, 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 and maybe have an icon of, like, this would be a joy choice, or blah, 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 blah. This would be a bond choice. I just don't get why this map thing is necessary. Maps can be helpful on, like, a later playthrough. Like if I'm thinking about how, Virtue's Last Reward does it. And that specifically has a lot of jumping around and stuff. But, even in the 999 remaster, it has a map so that you can see what's going on and know what choices to change, and allows you to jump through after you finish your first playthrough, so that you don't have to, like, go through the whole thing again. But it typically doesn't reveal that until the end of whatever you've reached. Particularly the 999 remaster. It does not reveal it until you've reached the end of one of the playthroughs. Which I think helps for the immersion. I don't feel any emotional connection to any of these people yet. And I've been playing for nearly an hour. So, look, I'm not giving up yet, but so far I'm not super impressed. And I've only made, like, a couple of choices. But, yeah, we'll keep playing. I'm gonna take an ad break just because we're between acts here, and it's almost been an hour. But then we'll keep on with this. I'm not giving up yet. So, I'll BRB. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. It's gonna reveal the objectives, I guess. I looked up at the sky, clouds floating by, obscuring the newly revealed stars. Familiar but unknowable. Beautiful but ever-changing.
I came out here for like 2 hours last week.
I believe it.
They suck you in, don't they? Especially when the sea's calm and you can see them reflected down there.
I look over at her, neck craned upwards, a half smile on her lips. She seems calmer, I'm glad.
All right. Time to rip off the bandage. Let's go see Laszlo.
I'll be at your side.
I know you will.
She lowers her gaze from the heavens to look me in
You
the eye.
haven't seen him the last few days? Full on denial. It's killing me to see him like this.
Sounds rough. But
That wins me another smile. Clearer this
They
time.
are so expensive. And I'm broke, just so you know.
Sounds rough, but we'll find a way, right? If we have to outdrink him with his own imported beers. Since I clicked a little too fast. We walk through the streets of our childhood, laughter bouncing off the old familiar walls. We chat as we go. We're sad that one store closed, amazed that another has managed to stay open. We laugh, a godsend considering the circumstances. But the further we walk, the worse the flickers get. Flickers? Huh. Hope it's not going to be visual flickers. Images of other places, impossible places. Reverie. Birds flutter about my head, phasing in and out of reality, and a kindly voice calls my name. And then he's there in front of me.
Greetings. Oh, did I startle you?
where am I? Who are you? Another aspiration?
Exactly. I'm Bond. My siblings keep forgetting about me. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No. I guess I'm getting used to it. I feel at home, somehow.
Naturally. My path is one of community, friendship, and empathy. My mangrove forest is a place of warmth and safety. And I am an excellent host. The journey before you, Harmony, is one with many roads and even more destinations. I am here to guide you towards those that lead to understanding, not conflict.
I know this won't be as simple as that, unfortunately.
Oh, you mean your mother. I know you will find a way to see eye to eye with her.
Fat chance, but sure. Let's pretend that's even remotely possible.
I don't wish to keep you. Before you go, I have but one piece of advice. Remain mindful of others. Then your journey may be one of discovery, not destruction.
My foot is hurting. I don't know why it is hurting right now. Before I can reply to this newest aspiration, I blink and I'm back on a
Turns out he wasn't even talking to me. Can you believe it? What an idiot. Well, we're here.
So this is a story about the stress of her mother's disappearance has caused her to have a psychotic break, and she is hallucinating another world. She's right, Laszlo's bar. I give her a reassuring nudge and we head to the counter. The place hasn't changed at all, except it's a little messier. A lot messier, in fact. But the rest. Ramshackle seating, sticky counter, rumble of a tram line overhead. This place always felt like second home to me. And there, tending
Polly.
bar.
You're here. I'm so glad you're finally here.
Laszlo. He leaves the counter and comes over. Before I can react, he's grabbed me in a bear hug. My phone jams up into my ribs and I force a smile.
Right, it's good to see you, Polly. You look like a strong breeze would knock you over. Are you eating? Here, look, I've got snacks behind the bar.
Laszlo was born in April 13th, 1974, former nurse and owner of a well-established bar in Alma, widower of Alex Nataliza, with whom he had one daughter, Veruca Kasser. Met Ursula Beauclair while on duty at St. James Hospital, was one of the first community members to join her in renovating the Naiads, briefly sat on city council in the 90s, became his granddaughter Nora's legal guardian when Veruca Kasser chose not to raise her child, refused multiple offers from MK to franchise his bar. Laszlo's Bar, one of numerous bars built onto tram lines in the early 70s, run by a colorful bartender for over 20 years, it has earned quite the reputation. So it was built around the same time he was. Under City Council Community Enhancement Program, tiny bars such as this one flourished around Atina's tram stations, however they slowly disappeared in the 10s, and were replaced by larger automated multi-story breweries. This bar is among the last of its kind, importing beverages from neighboring islands and coasts. Siama's Creek. Unfortunately, almost only public beach has been closed since the 90s. Because of toxic water that is dumped into the sea, swimming on this side of the island is strictly forbidden. Since the Green Hills Agreement of 2026, MK has been hard at work to rid our coasts of pollution. It is confident that it will be able to clear our beaches by the end of the decade. A brand new water park near Siama's Creek will create new job opportunities. Construction on the park should be completed just as our shores are reopened to the public. Bond. The kindest of all the aspirations, Bond is the connection between all things and strength in numbers. Selfishness is a foreign concept to Bond. He lives through the eyes and feelings of others. Bond was once a multitude, but resigned himself to becoming a single being for the convenience of the other aspirations. This is mainly because he needs them to exist and forge the connections on which he thrives. Communication between the aspirations has greatly improved thanks to Bond, and he introduced the concepts of equality and inclusivity to dreams. Bond's Estuary. The once vibrant, thriving jungle has been quiet for a few cycles now. There, wrapped in the shadows and swarms of life forms, live and multiply. Bond knows each and every soul and secret that dwells within this boundless march. He cares for all of them. The mind swims through energy, breeding new lives each day. Although this cosmos has lost most of its vital energy, Bond kindly watches over it like a shepherd, welcoming vagrant dreams as well. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much of this stuff, but... Nora rolls her eyes. She wasn't wrong. His smile is too wide, his voice a bit too loud. Laszlo's a jolly fellow, but this is a bit too jolly for the situation. Why? Several objective nodes have been revealed. It will be impossible to gather crystals required to complete both objectives. You'll have to make a decision. Will you follow Bliss's path or Bond's instead? Oh, okay. So yeah, Laszlo opens up to his friends. Someone goes away and the community falls apart. Bring it back together, let's heal it in unity. Or, Laszlo is hiding his emotions, you need to strengthen his bonds with the people he loves. Laszlo opens up to his friends, or Laszlo finally talks to Nora. These seem very similar. I guess this one is more focused on, like, cooperation, functionality, whereas this one is, like, taking emotional refuge in people. Ask Nora about Laszlo. Bond, a family tree is a fragile thing, be careful how you handle it. Or, hold off for now. You haven't seen each other in ages, take it easy, serious stuff can wait. Nah, we asking. Laszlo bustles off to grab some unneeded snacks, setting an errant beer bottle skittering across the cobbles.
What's up with him?
He's been like this ever since Ursula disappeared. It's unbearable. He pretends everything's fine, like she's gonna waltz through the door any minute. Whenever I bring it up, he gets angry, so I stopped. He has his own way of showing his feelings, I guess.
Cheers and worries. Something's afoot with Laszlo. Something besides Ursula's disappearance. With Laszlo fussing about behind the counter, Nora smiles and goes over to chat with some regulars. There are a few faces I recognize, names bubbling up from the fog of forgotten memory, Laszlo's friends. They look older, shrunken almost. Snippets of conversation drift my way. He's not been the same these last few days. What's wrong with him? I turn my head away. I don't need to hear anymore. They're worried too. I need to do something. This is an inevitable node. You have no choice but to play this type of node when it becomes available. Why is it off the side? I try to strike up a conversation with him, but he immediately launches into a discussion of almost politics and the price of importing beer. I let him do the talking. Feels good to hear him talk about mundane
Did Nora
things.
tell you about the storm a while back?
I've seen pictures. How bad was it?
Bit of flooding around the island, but the walls held and the roof barely leaked at home. Nora helped board up the bar. We had a good laugh at all the drowned drones the next day. Spotted some MK folks trying to scoop them up before they floated out to sea.
Competitive drone fishing.
He smiles, and his face relaxes somehow.
The sport where nobody wins.
Yep. So I'm gonna stick by what I was saying. We need to not have this interrupting us every 5 seconds. This is gonna be tough. Laszlo's open and generous, but when it comes to his feelings, not so much. It can be hard to get through to him. Wait till he's busy with a customer to talk to Nora.
Here's the plan. We have to get his guard down, or he'll stay like this forever. And that's no good for anyone. So, it's time for some bar work.
What?
Just follow my lead.
I rise and walk behind the bar as confidently as I can. Nora follows close after
Come
me.
on, move over.
What are you two up to?
Tending bar. Judging from the state of this place, you can use all the help you can get.
Well, the place is looking a little untidy, I suppose. A bit busy, you know?
Looks like a bomb's gone off, Grandpa.
The nerves on this girl.
But he smiles. The banter's enjoyable after
I
all.
love you too.
Aww. The icon means the next node will trigger a revocation. It will block the access to the other nodes forever. Select a node with a revocation to see the nodes that will be blocked. Maybe you can explain what seems so off about Atina, or talk about the naiads. Honestly, I think I'm more interested in MK than the mom, because anything that they have to say about the mom is like, she vanished, because she vanished in the other world, so we're just gonna keep doing this. I start to tidy up, grabbing discarded bar rags, empty bottles, and stale-smelling glasses. Nora looks at me confused. I jerk my head towards a pile of dirty bar mats. She starts cleaning up around the bar. I know she was hoping for another kind of family reunion,
Got
but...
to admit, it's a little strange. Being back here, on Atina.
Laszlo nods, but he doesn't look up from the glass he's cleaning.
Funny how a place can change so much while staying the same.
Oh, absolutely.
He's nodding again, but his mind is clearly elsewhere. Every now and again he glances at Nora, concerning his eyes, or is it fear? Whatever it is, this doesn't like him. After a moment of silence, Laszlo places the glass on the counter and arcs his head toward the sky. The light is slowly increasing. The moon rays are bisected by the tram line above. A breeze flutters his shirt, kicks up dust off the
There's
street.
change in that wind. Been a long time coming. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But you live in a place long enough, you know.
There it is. Or, there is it. My opening's right there. They did not proofread very well
ridiculous.
on this.
Not at all.
Ursula, she was... part of it. Something bigger, something I couldn't see. Scares me a bit, sure.
Scares him? What's going on
But
here?
you can't hold off change forever.
Laszlo's searching gaze drifts back towards me and softens. All at once he looks a bit less haggard, less sleepless.
Glad you're back, Polly.
We're going to find her.
We have to. MK's pressuring us. They want the Naiads. All.
They want the land, especially.
They don't care about that old building of ours. They want to build a mall or something, I don't know. And we're running dry. But... well...
He shrugs, signaling discussion is over. Then he zeroes in on his glasses again. Like, there's only one possible place that I could go. I mean, maybe they're expecting us to jump back and, like, change options a lot? I don't know. Night has fallen, the place is almost empty apart from Laszlo's friends and phone-browsing Nora. A lot of texts. I'm curious, but it's not my place to investigate, at least not now.
It has been a day.
Definitely a day.
Tomorrow's creeping up on us already.
He nods his head at me, but this time it's genuine. There's a faint sparkle in his eyes. His armor isn't gone, but the straps is loosened. It's a start. Oh my god. Okay, so, like, if I went back and wanted to be like, oh... Okay, so I can't see that. So, like, why? Why do I have to keep going here? You know? This one is locked. This one I can do. We decide to stay for a while, Nora for the atmosphere, me to see if I can pry the last of Laszlo's armor. Then I get an idea to
Why
get
don't
him
we
to
grab
talk.
a drink with your friends over there, Laszlo?
He hesitates for a second before grabbing a big bottle from the fridge.
Sure.
We join Laszlo's posse around the far table, older folks from Atina and abroad. It all feels so normal. Derogatory jokes at Laszlo's expense, talk of the island of Alma, MK, the new neighborhood they raised and rebuilt. Someone mentions that Ursula fought the construction for years, and it happens.
I need to come clean, folks. Ursula's been gone for a few days. She's... disappeared.
This is news to the rest of the group.
I feel responsible. And I'm sorry if... you know... I hurt you.
Around the table, people show their support. Hands are shaken, promises are made to go out and look for her, ask questions. It's all quite moving. And when things calm down, his eyes meet mine. Is that
The
gratitude?
truth is... I knew it was coming. That something was coming, at least. Things have felt off for weeks. At home. Here. A feeling in the air. Again, sorry.
Were Laszlo and Ursula romantically involved, or were they just friends? It's not clear. But the fact that it seemed like Ursula was treating, what's-her-face? Nora like a daughter. Maybe they were together?
To all of you. Nora, most of all. Sorry. I just... It's hard. I didn't want anyone else to bear the burden.
Nora smiles gently, strides to the chair next to her grandfather, and leans over. She rests her head on his considerable shoulder. For the first time since I've arrived, I see a genuine smile across his face. The objective nodes may generate consequences that impact later chapters of the story. This will give you access to entire branches of the future and cut you off from others. Keep this in mind when planning your route on the Ogrel. But I can't see the future acts. So, like, you're giving me a little bit of information that is basically useless. Like, I just... You know? It's dumb. Because of the choices you made when dealing with Laszlo, you made great progress toward an outcome. You have chosen the path laid out by an aspiration, but the future might still be in your hands. Outcomes have greater consequences than objectives. Will you stay on the same path? Would you rather change your course for the future? So this one I can't go to. Right, this act is longer. Whatever. I guess we'll do one more act. Or chapter, or whatever this calls. A new day dawns. Consciousness returns slowly, and as I open my eyes, they feel like hot marbles rolling in their sockets. Yesterday was more intense than I'd imagined. Reconnecting with Laszlo took an emotional toll I'm not sure either of us was ready for. I checked the clock. Past 10. Late. 5 more minutes won't hurt. But as my eyes close, there's a flicker and I'm back in reverie. I open them and I'm at home. In bed. This is becoming intolerable. I wait a few more months to see if the sensation returns, but it leaves me be for now. Time to get up. She is having a breakdown.
Are you sure you saw it in here?
Yes, it was by the sink. I was listening to my podcast.
Researching about the Oxyons, are you?
I'm sure there's a connection between them and Ursula and... Oh! Morning, sleepyhead.
Looks like the two of them have been up for a while. For Laszlo, that's not a surprise, but Nora's usually a night owl. Breakfast is all laid out. Banana crepes, hazelnut, and sesame paste, fresh mango. My favorite.
Are you two this awake already?
Already? It's nearly lunch.
Grandpa, tell her!
Tell me what?
No, you do it.
We have a lead! On Ursula.
The next node's barrier was removed after you reached last chapter's objective. The other is forever inaccessible to you. You might not see the consequences of an objective node until much later in the story. Yeah, that's typical. Takes a few seconds for my mind to adjust to what I just heard. We drank quite a lot last night. Seems Laszlo's friends were adamant he needed to party hard. Being an adult means you can skip therapy for a good old night binge. It's been ages since I've been hungover.
What's happening? Spill!
Last night, one of my friends reminded me about a girl at the Naiads. She came to meet with Ursula. Several times, in fact. I asked who she was, and your mother said she was a journalist, interested in publishing some of her poems.
Which is weird. Nobody publishes poetry nowadays.
I have to admit that Ursula hasn't sold a single text in decades. Anyway, I didn't push it. Assumed your mother would tell me the truth when she was ready. But then
she disappeared off the face of the earth.
Anyway, I mentioned this girl to my regulars. She's not the sort of person you forget easily. So, Jack thought he recognized the description, and this morning...
He dropped this off. Well, show her.
Laszlo grabs something off the counter and hands it to me. A magazine. It's a local publication, anti-corporate, anti-fascist. MK seems to be the theme of this issue, unsurprisingly.
Second page, editor's column.
There's a lengthy piece on the inside cover. It skewers MK, their actions on Atina, their checkered history. At the bottom, there's a photo and a single name.
Ooh, that's her! I think she's quite famous around here. Badass type.
Sounds like she's got a new fan.
Jack also told us the printer's address. Might be a good start.
We've got some mutuals in common, too. Maybe we could hit them up instead. They'll know how to contact her for sure.
We've got options. That's a good start. Really good start. So she was disappeared by MK, right? The lock symbol indicates a node is locked. You need a key to open it. Seek for key icons on the auger roll. Select the node you want to play to find its key on the auger roll. Yeah, let's, Ooh. Let's learn about Ursula and MK. I won't be able to do this, but I can do this, so, you know, whatever. Her business contacts are more likely to have forwarding addresses and such. I decide to focus on the other lead.
Let's check the printers.
All right. I'll get my keys and we'll head out.
Let's go.
It's a colorful world. The place isn't far. It's a ramshackle house that for all intents and purposes appears to be abandoned. Still, when we rap on the door, someone opens up. Someone who's most certainly not happy to see us. She looks to be about my age. As soon as Laszlo mentions Jade, she jams a finger to her lips and points to the sky. Several drones hover about the street, searching for something or just on patrol. Nora and I nod and stroll a little ways down the street. As soon as the drones move on, Laszlo
Any
disappears
idea
inside.
what this Jade might have wanted with Ursula?
Is that suspicion I detect?
Come on. It's a little weird, right? A stranger at the Naiads. A journalist, of all things. And then my mother disappears.
If it were anyone else, yeah, sus. But this is Jade. She's got to be the most active activist on the island. Plus, she has, like, moral scruples.
It's just me, or is Nora sound like Jade's #1 fan?
I've got a good feeling about this. About Jade. If we find her, she'll help if she can. I know it.
Laszlo emerges from the house and strides over, a big grin on his face. Laszlo's back, but he's keeping quiet. He sticks his hands in his pockets, clearly enjoying our
Come on then,
impatience.
tell us.
The owner said she hadn't seen Jade in a while. Usually pops by every few days, but not anymore.
So Jade may have
She
disappeared
also
too.
said something was a bit off. Jade's fire was gone, or something like that. The mag was everything to her. And then, she stopped caring. Truth be told, the owner was more than a little spooked. Worried, thought Mono Concern might have caught Jade's scent.
This has got to be tied to Ursula.
I need to get Nora to chill out a bit.
I don't know. It's all just a bunch of stuff happening at the same time right now. No solid links. Could be a coincidence, you know?
Skate Park is where we'll find her, if she wants to be found. We should head over there. I'm interested in having a chat with this young woman everyone's so enamored with.
We're walking through the streets. Laszlo's in front, a smile on his face. Nora and I are behind, trying to keep up with him.
Did the owner know what Jade was working on? Might have something to do with why she was talking to Ursula.
She said, far as she could tell, Jade was on a big MK investigation. Something to do with a public health program? No specifics, though. Jade hadn't delivered the copy.
Nora almost shudders.
Nothing that could go wrong there.
Doesn't sound like anything Ursula would have a hand in.
I can sense something surrounding us, like a warm blanket. Is one of the aspirations trying to reach me? But as I try to focus on it, it disappears. You've unlocked this node. You can now access it normally. There's a shard charge between us, unconscious but evident. Each of us is looking over our shoulders, checking the skies for more drones, our surroundings for eavesdroppers. Like a spy, on my own
Doesn't
island.
surprise me that your mother might be involved in something to do with that bloody company.
No, me neither. Remember those papers she wrote when I was a kid? MK didn't like those at all.
Ursula was protesting MK.
Not directly. Her work was all about ancient history, historical accounts, Oxyon stuff. MK didn't like any of that. But it was a very different beast back then. Barely a pop.
Either way, she was no fan of Mono Concern, or what it was doing to Atina. Her and Jade teaming up to take them down. Yeah, I can see that.
But without telling us? Your mother is a secretive person, sure, but she would have said something.
I turn to Nora. She looks like she agrees. Nodes can also make you lose crystals when you reach them. This node will make you lose 1 bond crystal and 1 power crystal. So whatever I had achieved, I'm now losing. Which happens to be a bond crystal. I'm assuming I can't go into negative crystals. We head to the skate park. Streets are quieter now with rush hour long since over. Stray dog trots alongside us for a moment, sniffs my hand, then wanders off. Jade is a long shot, but she's our only shot. Besides, Laszlo claims he has a
Alright,
plan.
out with it then.
Posters.
Posters. Of Ursula.
Exactly. Look, your mother may not be the best-known woman on this island, but she has connections. Hell, the Naiads is basically a community center, and everyone at the bar knows her. We get her face up everywhere, tell people to contact us. We're bound to get something back.
Nora and I share a glance. This feels good. It could work.
And if we do find this Jade, well, we could run an ad in that magazine of hers.
Use her network to spread the word even further.
Exactly.
That sounds like a pretty good way to piss off MK.
Yeah. But Jade's our best chance. If we get close to her, we get closer to MK as well.
The more we learn, the more Ursula's disappearance becomes shrouded in mystery. Was it really the result of politics? Did she get herself into something she couldn't get out of? And is creating a public scandal really the best way to find our answers? Local poet disappears, MK does nothing. They won't say or do anything, they're already getting away with much
Eyes
worse.
on the prize. You're getting closer, right? You're making moves.
Yes, maybe Nora and Laszlo are right. Maybe this will
Keep
work
that
out.
momentum going. Reverie still needs you.
Liz suddenly becomes absorbed in her handheld console, focusing on mashing two specific buttons as fast as possible. This glimpse of her undivided attention is impressive, but it doesn't seem to be going as she planned.
Can you try to wrap it up before I rage quit this game?
Bliss must know that I can't answer
Also,
right now.
You didn't hear this from me, but Power's getting all ceremonial about the truth situation.
I'd like to ask what that even means, but I can't, and anyway, she's already gone. Right, so Jade, when we get to the skate park, how should we approach her? I don't understand why I lost crystals there. There doesn't seem to be any reason. Ah, this node is inevitable. It must be played to unlock other nodes. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to befriend Jade. I feel like a soft touch is needed in this situation. We arrive at the skate park. My heart sinks. It's deserted, not a single soul in sight. I'm about to suggest we come back later when I hear a squeak from Nora. It's Jade approaching behind a half-pipe. Time for a charm offensive.
Jade?
Young woman's guard is immediately up. No doubt she's used to being recognized and suspicious of who we might be.
Can I help you?
My name's Polly. This is Laszlo and Nora.
Hey.
I think you know my mother. Ursula?
From the Naiads. Your mum, is she? Funny how we studied her poetry at school. At uni, even.
You have no idea. We wanted to speak to you because we thought you could help us with... She vanished, my mother, a few days ago. And we thought maybe you could help.
Jade turns to look out over the ocean. She shifts a little.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She sounds genuine, almost shocked. Her demeanor's changed slightly.
We wondered if anything you could tell us.
That would mean the world to us.
I shoot Nora a look. Calm down, we don't want to scare her off. Jade maintains her silence. Suddenly she turns away from the view and looks me straight in the eye.
When did she disappear, exactly? What was she like the day before? Was she acting strange?
This isn't the passionate Jade I've heard about. She feels cold, analytical. The opposite of the energetic, driven fire starter I'd imagined.
Look, I'm sorry to press you on this. I really am beyond the poetry.
She moves closer, she's still not
Did
answering.
she mention anything about a meeting with someone you'd never heard of? Was anything missing with her? A suitcase, clothing, money?
Clearly the charm offensive failed. Despite the increasing tension, I'm a little sad. I used to be better at putting people at ease. Time for a different tack. An inevitable node is only active when all its conditions are cleared. This one will activate if you collect a bliss crystal. Wait, I collected a bliss crystal, right? Wait. Oh, this is where I'm at. Okay, so I can... Let me answer questions, yeah. Answer Jay's questions as best I can, but I have to stifle my impatience. It's getting us nowhere. Weren't we the ones supposed to be asking questions? When I do manage to get at a question, Jade just deflects with another. Every time I answer, she asks for more details. She's not being aggressive, she's defending herself, making sure we can be trusted, perhaps.
Listen to me. Don't fight her.
I know.
The real problem is I can see Nora crossing her arms and scowling. She's annoyed and getting dangerously close to the boiling point. Now I think I can go over here. From the corner of my eyes, can see Nora standing frozen, her usually electric fidgeting stifled. Jade's up close now, arms crossed straight back, every bit the investigative journalist. This isn't the badass Nora expected. As Jade continues to hammer questions at us, I see Nora's shoulders set, her face turned down. She's not just disappointed, she's getting defensive. I don't really blame her, but this is a delicate conversation. Can we risk her getting on edge? Am I back over here now? Back over here now. Try again with our questions. What did Jade know? Why were they meeting?
I was doing another investigation into MK, and Ursula was helping. We believe the company was dipping its toes into medical care or a public health program. A couple of neighborhood kids said an MK agent offered them coupons and free samples. Said it was to test a new product. They call it egregore. They claimed
She sighs, rubs her
it was
forehead.
going to help with exams, stress, clarity of mind and all.
Clarity of the mind? Sounds like something out of Reverie, to be honest. But
That's
how?
all I know.
Oh, I know why she turned to
Wait.
Ursula.
You contacted my mother because of her work on the Oxyons, on the history of Athena, right?
I only found her stuff by chance. Sounds like MK tried to have it burned, but a few copies survived. That was the only other reference to egregore I ever found.
Silence descends as we attempt to unravel these revelations. It sounds like this goes far deeper than what we thought, but everything we've learned so far is circumstantial, just guesswork. Laszlo's not taking the additional MK factor well, neither is Nora, who looks dumbstruck. Has MK done something to my mother? Oh, do I have to do this first? What? Inevitable. Nora strides forward.
Enough, all right, enough. We've
Uh-oh.
been going out of our minds with worry for days. We heard you might be the sort of person who'd want to help. Help when people are lost, but you're just digging for details. Is the story all you care about? We don't need that. Come on, Paul. If she's not gonna help us, we'll find someone who will.
Jade's a stranger to us and a journalist to boot. A hardened shell is practically a job requirement, but Nora's wounds have caught her off guard. She steps back, arms hanging loose at her side. Let Nora speak. Or shush Nora. No, don't let her upset Jade. Try to move toward Bond. It's clear Nora has more to say, so I keep quiet. We've all been through the ringer of late. This might help her relieve some pressure.
I knew I shouldn't have gotten so hyped. But who you are, what you do, you seem to be doing so much good around here. I really don't have words for it, so I thought, but I understand. I'm in no position to ask for more. Let's go.
Nora.
Jade's eyes have misted over. There are tears there, pulling up the edges.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to... Oh, hell,
It's okay. It is. Don't worry about it.
The hard edge has evaporated almost completely. James wipes her eyes.
The last few days, they've been a lot. Like, a lot. The last few months even. Harder than anything I could ever imagine.
She looks up, trying to force her tears back down. Gave you an opportunity to learn more about Jade. I'm gonna lose my 2 bliss crystals. Alright.
I'm sorry. Really. That was rude of me. Disrespectful. Not my intention.
No, please. It's all right. Really.
I've spent the last weeks, months actually, digging into MK's plan for this place, and I just can't take it anymore. They own everything. The systems, the records, the security. They roll over the vulnerable and suck up every resource they can. It's heinous. It's unfair, and I can't do anything to stop it. And no one gives a shit. Feels like it's just me out here sometimes, you know?
Her voice is tired. Her gaze evades ours. Even her hand gestures are weary. Jade's exhausted beyond imagination.
And I know that's not true, but it feels like it. I have people with me, sure. Friends, comrades, but it never stops. Now Ursula and... Yeah, it's all gotten a little much.
I'm sorry too.
For a moment, I wonder if Nora might hug Jade, near stranger or not. The way her arms lift, it looks like she wants
Guess
to.
I didn't realize I was so angry about everything. I think I'd feel the same in your shoes.
Jade actually smiles.
Thanks. It's just like...
The smile goes away after a
I'd
second.
like to help if I can. I don't know if I'm good for anything at the moment.
Burnout's a hell of a thing.
Yeah, you could say that.
Managed to gain Jade's trust quickly. Oh, did I already reach the outcome? I may have already reached the outcome, it would appear. I'm not doing any of these. Jade's mouth tightens. She's made a decision.
Alright, I'll hit up my network.
Gonna ban the bot.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's still risky, but it's not like shouting the search from the rooftops. No offense.
I'm taken.
If MK Cotton's on, we've got a better chance of containing it if we know who knows what. It's our best option. For sure.
She looks at Nora and smiles warmly. Nora smiles back. Sounds like we have a plan. As it turns out, Jade lives near the Naiad, so we agree to walk back together. For the first time, I notice what a beautiful day it is. Sun warming my skin, breeze flicking at loose strands of my hair. We meander through Alma, the 4 of us, feels almost
It's
tranquil.
not easy for someone to go missing on this. Everyone knows everyone and everything. Alma's a small world. a tight-knit community. You'll find a problem is, you've got MK between where you are now and where you want to be. No way you're avoiding a tussle.
When I left Atina, monoconcern was background noise, just a detail in our lives. Now they're a juggernaut, unchallenged, inescapable. I've realized I'm angry. Resentment burns in me each and every time I hear that name. We turn a corner and the Naiads floats into view. Nora crosses the path to walk alongside
Didn't
Jade.
mention it before, but I think I was approached by those MK goons you mentioned, the public health project guys.
Shit. Egregore and everything.
Yeah.
Was this the job she told me about?
Listen, you didn't ask for it, but here's my advice. You see them coming again, you run, or tell them to fuck off, or scream at them, or whatever. But do not take their money, Nora. I'm serious.
No, yeah, I wasn't going to.
I've heard rumors. People who came back the very opposite of healthy, and ones who never came back at all.
There have been other disappearances?
Hard to tell. People go missing all the time. Especially the ones society pushes to its edge.
I can tell Jade is trying to sound reasonable. She's had to deal with so
Sometimes
much.
they just move on. Change cities. There are rarely any records, but recently, a lot more people than normal have gone away. And most haven't come back.
But the ones who did?
Said they were given this egregore stuff. Pills or injections. And that was it. Some got sick, others were fine, but no clarity of mind business.
Could this be the moment to tell the truth? No, not yet. Reverie's my burden to bear for now. And how do I bring up the aspirations without sounding like I'm having a stroke?
And bear that burden you shall. You must.
I try to ignore Power's voice. I don't want to start acting weird and lose what little trust we built with Jade. Not far now, Jade gives us a nod and wave as she heads into her building. As we turn to leave, Bliss appears alongside me. I smile at Nora and Laszlo as we walk in companionable silence. Bliss laughs.
Someone's been busy. Well, guess what? We've been busy too. You're not the only bunch investigating. Bond and Power and I have news.
Truth still clings to life. But they are beyond our reach alone. Even our own ties have been severed. But we are close. So very close.
Our world does not cease to be when you are not viewing it. It is imperative that you stabilize your home front quickly so that you may assist us in Reverie. Do whatever you must.
I'm trying.
We know. So, here's the plan. We can clear the way to Truth Sanctuary, but after that, we'll have to summon you. Be ready.
I've reached the end of an act. It's time for you to choose an outcome. Only the ones you have unlocked with crystals you gathered are available. Close this tutorial and choose thing. Yeah. Tradition reborn. Truth's buried temple. Bond is here, so is Power.
Welcome to the domain of truth.
Someone worked hard to keep us from entering. But together, Power and I, we found a way inside.
Come, let's get this over with.
I'm surprised to find a cave, cold and damp. It's not at all where I imagined the aspiration of truth would reside. Empty walls, clear water, an unfillable void. It could be how they picture facts and accuracy, cold, solid. Bond and Power survey our surroundings. Their eyes are alert, but they seem relieved. I see truth there in the center. They are broken, shattered. I move closer, my footsteps echoing in the void without dying entirely. Even sound can't hide in here.
Come, Power. Let us proceed.
Agreed.
To my surprise, the two of them join hands. Bond begins to sway to a beat that I can't hear. Power joins a moment later. Soon the sway has become a foot-pounding, heart-shaking dance. Do I hear drums in the distance? The dance quickens, the movement of limbs blurring until the two aspirations are almost indistinguishable from each other. The drums grow louder, joined by a chanting that seems to come from empty air just over my shoulder. Egregore picks up... What? Egregore picks up the broken shards of truth in a kaleidoscopic whirlwind of color and substance. Okay, they summoned some
It's
Egregore.
working. Keep your distance. This may be...
A new sound emerges, a low vibration, a hum coming from the statue itself. Finished Act 1! We're getting closer to finding Ursula, I can feel it. Reverie's guiding me through this maze, but there's still a lot I need to figure out for myself. Truth's Buried Temple. Silence reigns in the cave. The new figure stands before me, regarding me with cool eyes. I hope Bliss was right that they know where my mother is. Aspiration stirs. Bliss, Bond, Power. They're all here.
I am truth. I am the eye that sees, the unveiled, the watcher in the dark. And I am whole, once more. Thanks to you, Harmony.
That name again, no matter.
You're welcome. But please, my mother, Ursula Beauclair, do you know where she is?
My memories remain out of reach, shattered, like my cell. Although I cannot tell you where your mother may be, I do know her fate is entwined with that of Chaos. And that it was Chaos who incapacitated me.
Bliss is sitting on the ground, visibly annoyed by something. Bond seems to be uncomfortable, but Power stands and begins pacing, almost marching.
This is outrageous. We have tolerated this charlatan's exploits for far too long. I've told you before, Chaos would be the death of us. Always scheming and plotting against their own kin. They may have a maze, but I have an army. I'll flush him out in no time.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
No. Such violence would only widen the rift that already threatens to tear Reverie apart.
Right?
We need to listen to each other. Please, Harmony. Our kin Chaos retreated to their endless maze shortly after Truth disappeared. Now we know why.
That maze. Is it impenetrable?
It's a labyrinth of trickery and tomfoolery built by a coward. I'd go in there myself, only
Only we cannot enter an aspiration's domain without being invited.
and that charlatan will never let us in. They will refuse to fight face to face.
That's enough. Chaos may be unbound, but the secret to their return is consensus, not division.
Bond is correct. War is an engine of strife, and in direct opposition to our needs. And may I remind you, we have other matters to attend to. Our realm lies in tatters, a shadow of itself. Glory refuses reason at every turn. We must decide where our attention is most required.
I need to remind them of my own goal.
I have to find my mother. For the sake of my own family.
Did I speak too frankly? They seem surprised.
I hope you understand.
Certainly. It is the logical choice. But I would suggest that a search for Chaos and a search for Ursula may well be one and the same.
I don't understand. Why would they be linked? What aren't you telling me?
Not a single one of them can look me in the eye. Another secret. Another closed door I need to pry open with my bare hands.
I may have a mutually beneficial solution. May. As I say, my memory remains treacherous. Go home. await the coming of tomorrow, and we will see if fate guides us true.
Fate?
The laugh escaping my throat hurts.
Fate is an easy word to throw around. I'll wait for tomorrow.
I am pleased.
The other aspirations look set to launch into their own sales pitches, but I've made up my mind. I bid them farewell, close my eyes, and plunge back down the rabbit hole to Riddle. I'm back at the Naiads. Traveling between the two realms is always a brief and uneventful affair. Wait, I'm not alone. Something fogs my vision, a popping, crackling sensation that can only be...
That was a pretty mess, wasn't it?
Chaos. I don't understand. Bond said you were hiding, so how are you here? Now?
Hiding? I'm not hiding. I'm out here relaxing, taking a load off, escaping the rat race. You've seen the others. Can you blame me? Doesn't mean I can't talk to you, though, you lucky thing.
But why? Why won't you work with them then?
Because they've got it all wrong, you see?
I am chaos, as much as truth is truth and power is power. They aren't just names, my dear. I'm not hiding from you. I'm just in a place that requires effort to reach. Live your life by my name. I'm sure we'll see each other soon. Bye-bye for now.
And they're gone, taking their riddles with them. Live your life by my name. They're offering me another path, right? Whatever's coming my way, I need a break. It's late, I'm tired, and I'm anxious about whatever truth has planned for tomorrow. Time to eke out whatever rest I can manage. We're still getting tutorials 2 hours in. This is the heart screen. It shows the number of crystals you have collected throughout the story. Aspirations need egregore to extend their influence over Riddle. Collecting their crystals fills up the gauge that represents their need for egregore. You can press H to open the screen at any time on the augur roll. Fulfilling an aspiration's need for egregore will change Atina's destiny. Will you choose a champion? Or will you try to maintain balance between the forces ruling both Reverie and Brittle? So I've been going pretty far on Bond right now. Ah, so she's Glory. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm done. It did not grab me with its story in like the first 2 hours. I just feel like it has some ideas, but I'm just not really interested in continuing. Superbase says that you had to check if this was done by Supergiant, who did Hades. Very similar art style. It is not. Yeah, I completed the entirety of Act 1, and I just feel like the mechanics are getting in the story's way. Like, I just don't care. So, it's only 11 though, so I guess, let me get a little food and I'll switch over to, like, magic or something. I don't know. It's fine, like, it's fine. I got this in a Humble Bundle, so, you know, no harm. It's fine. I just don't think I'm really interested. I think it would have been better having a more traditional approach. And maybe it's just not my thing. Like, maybe some people are like, oh, I like being able to kind of steer my destiny toward a particular ending. But, like, even if I was like, oh yeah, I want the Bond ending, I don't even know what that ending is. Like, I don't even know what I'm steering myself toward. So it's not really that much different than being like, yeah, this choice is, you know, for this emotion or archetype or whatever. So letters, big question, yeah. What do you think this costs without looking it up? I bet this is a $30 title. Just because it seems like there's a lot of production value. $25. Yep. And I don't think I would pay that. It looks really pretty, but I'm not really enjoying the gameplay aspect, and I'm not really enjoying the story aspect. You were quite shocked at billing a visual novel that high. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run and You've played some great visual novels, but rarely do you see good ones cresting 10. Like, what about, like, how much is Clannad? That's kind of like the one, right? Like, if I go and look. Okay, Clannad is $50, but that is a really big game, so... Anyway. Life is Strange, generally the cornerstone of the genre, and that is 5 stories for $40. Okay, sure, yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna get snack, and I'm gonna run an ad break, and then we'll come back with some magic. So, I'll be RB.